I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is
the Family Showdown! Hello, welcome to Live Top 10. This week, a wackadoodle list if I ever saw one. What kind of shenanigans is this? I mean, the build-up for this is a bit crazy, wouldn't you say? Like, okay, so here's the scenario. Okay. Not just building a top 10 here. Say your board game collection, okay? And now someone hands you $500. I'm assuming it's the insurance company. Shysters. All this for $500? I think you are liars. Anywho, you have $500 and somehow magically you're only able to buy exactly 10 games?
Blame Neutral. He came up with this concept.
Neutral! What is this? Why did you all vote him up? What is this?
I picked it. It sounded good.
It's you! Betrayal! Who's like giving me homework to do for a top 10 list? What is this?
Yeah, this took a lot of effort.
This took. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, how did you build your list? I'm curious. I'm curious.
You really want to know how I built my list?
Yes.
You mean conceptually or actually how?
Oh yes, I gotta hear this.
Conceptually or actually how I physically
yes.
did it? Well, the concept was to get if I had 10 games, what 10 games?
Yeah.
Would I get?
Yeah.
To basically cover the entire spectrum of stuff I want to do. Really, what I did is I started with my number one game and worked down and found ones that I could afford.
That's funny.
Kind of.
Okay, so first, here's how my thing went down. First, I'm like, $500. I can buy like 30 games. I know what I'm doing. And then Hunter's like, you need a top 10, not 30. And I'm like, oh, man. So then I thought about getting one kind of like Grail game and then 9 versions of Flux. I figured you guys would all hate me and vote me down a thumbs down the whole thing.
That would be a boring game collection.
But it'd be funny and I'd laugh. And then I was like, fine. I picked a bunch of games that, I got tired of looking up shipping. So they're all on Amazon Prime, so I don't have to pay the shipping for it. And then, because somebody, I won't mention any names, was like, you got to cover how to get it to the house.
It's part of your budget.
I'm going to walk to that warehouse.
They don't magically appear at your home.
Oh, they do. That's the magic of delivery services. Apparently I have to pay money for this garbage, but not on Amazon Prime, suckers. So what I did is all of them were found on Amazon Prime. And then I picked games that I really like to play a lot, high replayability, and then I tried to pick a decent variety of games that I really like to play within that spectrum that was also on Amazon Prime.
See, I had to get
there you go.
I had to get under budget, so I had to go bargain basement shopping. I had to go to like all the online stores, find the best prices.
See, you made more work for yourself. I was like, oh, I'm done with this nonsense. Amazon Prime it is. That's all I did.
All your games show up the next day.
They do. Instant gratification, I say. Meanwhile, Hunter's over here just sobbing.
No, it's fine. I got a mixture here. We'll go through.
My games are new.
And we're going to go through, when we go through these, we're going to go through how much they cost.
I guess.
And where we got them. Hers is easy. Mine's.
I mean, you know where I got mine, but I'll tell you the prices.
Mine are mixed bags. And then our final total. And this is as of, I did my list 2 days ago. You did your list yesterday. So they may not be, the prices may have already changed at this point.
Well, they were close because you did comment about something and I was like, yes, that's the price I saw too. So I'm pretty sure within this few days, for the most part, things are going to go. There's a lot of them that, oh man. Nick.
All right,
Nick's already like, you already defended stuff. I have a lot of games. I basically milked this to get as close to 500 as possible. So there were a lot of like games that would be in my 11 to 15, as it were. So.
Well, my initial list, I went through and I just didn't really,
top 10. We know.
I didn't really pay attention with prices, and I had $608. I'm like, oh no, I got to mix some things up here.
Oh, you'll like my.
So I got I got like a honorable mentions list that had to get axed because they were too expensive. All right, it's time for some Bim Bam Bum or Bim Bum Bam.
No, this is gonna throw you off. I can't wait.
All right, let's see what we got. This is our little start player.
This is oh no.
All right, who shouts out louder?
Ooh, we're not testing that with the mics. I think I win that.
I think you are. You're definitely louder.
No, shouts louder.
So you get to pick. You going first or second?
I'm messing with you. I'm going first today.
You're going first?
I'm going first today.
Let's do it. Let's jump right in.
See how he does. Let's see how he does.
Jump right in.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
Number 10.
So, my number 10 probably will surprise very few people. It's one of our go-to like 2-player games for fun, and that is Jaipur. Coming in at a cool $19.99. Free shipping. Beautiful. Replayability quite high. We have played this multiple times, and usually when we get this game out, we play it at least twice in a row. So I was like, yeah, quick little throwdown game, doesn't take up much space, because I don't really know the circumstances of this room just disappearing, so I don't know.
Is this your help your budget game?
I
had a couple of those.
You'll see. I did probably put most of my help my budget games towards the bottom here.
Oh yeah, and we as always, well almost always, we did not consult each other. So we could have crossovers and
no. The only thing I did was grouse at him about shipping. That's the only thing.
Yeah, she was like, "Ooh, I found this game," and like, but it needs shipping. I'm like, "Well, you got to figure out what the shipping is." She's like, "I'm not doing it. Done."
That's all he knows about my list.
All right, my number 10. Let's see what it is. It's going to be exciting. Ink and Gold. And this is the new. There's a new version.
There is?
There's a 2000.
And it's called Ink and Gold?
Yes, it's a 2018 version. And it's got the little picture in the corner over here, down here. There's a picture of the new version.
Okay.
And I found Ink and Gold over on Game Nerds for $20.79 on sale.
Beautiful. That game is gold.
So this is probably
literally and figuratively.
It's one of our most played. Her most played's another game, but it's one of our collectively most played games because it's used to be a staple at our game days. We'd play it at least once, if not twice.
Oh gosh.
Every game day. It also is a tournament game.
It is always a tournament game.
It had our annual tournaments. We played it. It's just.
Well, and it's great to pull out for kids because kids love playing with the little jewels and joking about the monsters, and it works for everybody. It's fantastic.
So yeah, as you'll see with my list, I didn't just go one thing. I got some that are large player accounts. Right. I got some 2-player games. I got some games that play with medium players, and the whole 9 yards. I had to. This was my collection, so I had to be diverse, and this was one of mine that feels the high player count. Caveat version thing. Something like that.
Thing.
Number 9.
My number 9 is another one that it's a little longer game, but I would love to play it over and over and over again, and we've always loved playing it, and that is Artifacts Inc. It's another small box game. Comes in at $65.54.
It's that much?
It was
that must be. I could have found that one.
You probably could have found it cheaper.
It's out of print.
It's out of print, but it was brand new.
You're willing to pay
on Amazon.
$65, man. You can get so many games.
$65.54. I know, but I was like, but it's so easy to replay that game. It's really fun. It doesn't take up a lot of table space.
I get a big epic Euro.
I am not money. Okay. Maybe we all know I am not the magical. I'm not that person that magically has coupons and always finds the best deals and all that stuff. I don't have that.
That's an outrageous price. You could have went to the Board Game Geek marketplace and got it used for probably $15.
Oh, and then we're paying shipping, and by the time I'm done, I pay $65.54. So guess what?
I don't think you're paying like.
Oh, I bet so. Have you seen shipping price costs these days?
$50 in shipping.
I save a lot with my Amazon Prime membership right now. I'm just saying. No, don't try to sweet talk me with your.
That's expensive.
The game is $20, but the shipping is $45. Nah, not talking. Nope. I'll just get it new on Amazon. Don't worry about it.
You got it for free shipping? That's a scalper price.
That was prime.
That's scalper price.
I don't care. It's new and it's out of print. So somehow they found a game on the shelf. Maybe it was at Madness somewhere sitting in the back. Okay. Don't care.
They saw you coming for that price.
I don't care.
Oof.
Don't care.
Oof.
Don't care.
You can get like Twilight Imperium for that much.
That is load and you know it. That is baloney.
All right. My number 9. What is my number 9? Let's find out.
I don't know. What is it?
Res Arcana. So it's one of someone's favorite game. We'll probably be hearing about it shortly. So I had to get, like I said, I went the gambit. I didn't get games that I love. I got games that everyone loves, and she loves this one. I love it too. It's pretty high up on our combined top 100. I think it was in the top 15 or so.
Okay.
Maybe something like that.
Okay.
$31.99 at Game Nerds.
How much was it?
$31.99. Cheaper than whatever you paid.
Possibly.
I guarantee it, because I got the cheapest price, because I was going to budget.
Not by much.
Not by much, but and I got enough Game Nerds purchases that I get the free shipping. So I've got 3 games from Game Nerds, enough to get me free shipping. I hope, maybe, probably.
Oh, you didn't calculate that? Oh, I cry asterisk. Oh man, you gave me grief about my shipping.
If not, I'll drive down to Game Nerds down in Plano.
Darn right you will. I'm charging your gas money.
I got enough left over to cover gas. If I don't,
have you seen the gas prices these days? Oh, it's on.
I'll drive your car. It won't cost me anything.
That's how.
Whatever. I've been filling with gas.
We're going there. Oh, yes. Shots fired. Okay. Now I'm putting some of my second string there coming in.
Game. I don't think we've ever played this just once. We've always played this multiple times.
Every single time.
It's a good way, and you get used to, each time you play with a set of 8 cards, I think it is, and so the game is completely different every time you play, depending on what cards you get, what cards you draft, that sort of thing.
Best game. Best game.
Best game? It's not
game.
the best game. It's a good game.
Yep.
It's not the best game.
It's one of the best games.
It's
Don't want
a
to
good
hear
game.
it.
Number 8.
All right, my number 8. Another cutesy little game. My games get bigger. They tend to get bigger as I go up the list. It's interesting to me. But yes, my number 8 is another cutesy little game that's just nice and peaceful and fun to play. Hunter will poo-poo it, but everybody else seems to enjoy it, and that's Herbaceous.
Yeah.
See? Did you? Where's the technical difficulties? And it's
so that doesn't count. I fixed it. You're right. You did throw me off.
I knew it. Okay, Herbaceous. Anyway, in case you missed that by Mr. Shenanigans over here.
They know my number 8 now.
Oh, do they? Do they?
Spoilers.
How interesting. Yes, I like Herbaceous. Hunter, he likes some of my other games much better.
It's all right. It's okay. The girls like it.
But it's a nice chill game to play with the family. There's really no reason for the children to squabble over it, because it's looking at pretty plants and matching and making set collections.
You can take stuff people want.
You can take stuff out of the middle, but you're not directly stealing from anyone. You're sniping, and that's different. No, sniping.
You kind of are.
Okay, well, you're the one that's
brutal, man.
I should name him who have you been playing Herbaceous with? Instigator right here, okay? It's one of my chill games, and it's very fun, and it's very pretty.
I love that all your first, how many have we done? 3 are all little light, little fluffy games, for the most part. Artifact's got a little beef to it.
It's got some beef to it. That game's like one of those little packs of punch in a little box games.
Better pack a punch for $65.
It was my $500, sir.
My number 8, you already saw it if you looked fast.
What was it?
It was Wingspan.
Ooh.
No expansions. I can't afford expansions. Wingspan, $41.97 at Game Nerds.
Garbage.
$41.97 at Game Nerds. So the expansions, for the most part, are kind of out of print-ish. I think you found one of them that was affordable, I think.
Spoilers.
I know. I spoiled it.
Man, you're like throwing me under the bus about getting gas in my car, and now you're like, hey, guess what Rebecca's got on
a family
our list?
favorite. That's another one. Like I said, I didn't buy
change the subject.
I didn't buy it just for me.
You're in trouble now.
I bought for everyone.
Oh, yes. Now he's kissing up to me. Okay.
This is a family favorite game. What is that? This is a family favorite game.
I'm remembering this.
A lot of the expansions are out of print at a lot of places. You can find them in certain places if you look.
In certain circles.
Dun dun dun. I actually had them at. I was at Madness yesterday.
Hence the name.
And they had the expansions.
Hey kid, you want an expansion?
Kind of. Most of the online game stores are out of the expansions, but.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, I originally bought one of the expansions, but then it got axed because I swapped some things around. There you go. Maybe I'll get the next number 7s right.
Do it.
Number 7.
Sorry. You're instigator tonight.
What
All
am I
right,
doing?
my number 7 is one that we both love to play, and it's another one that if we have the time, we would play it twice in a row typically, just because it's just fun. And that's Space Base.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's one of those that it's really easy to teach to other people. It's fun to play, and it's great because you're involved in the whole game. So hopefully if you're playing it correctly, you're going to be doing stuff that works so that depending on what dice rolls come up, stuff goes off on your turn, and then whatever he rolls, stuff is coming up for you too. So you're getting bonuses on everybody else's rolls. So much fun. It's got a cutesy little space theme. It probably could be just about any theme, really.
Right.
But it's cute the way they did the little space theme. And it's fun. And it's one of the few games with dice that if I'm like, it kind of stunk, I get some crummy rolls, you can balance that out and say, oh, seems like we're rolling a lot of 3s. Well, I'm going to get some stuff that bolsters that up. And then, if something gets a crummy roll, you at least get some benefit from it, and you start racking up. You got that engine builder thing going. You're getting up all these victory points and stuff, and getting lots of money to buy bigger and bigger things, and it's so much fun. And we froze, and I hate that we froze. Of course. Hey, at least I'm not making a totally derpy face.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling.
I like that smile.
I'm not making a derpy face. Yay! That's a first. Oh, segue. While I go fix the camera. Yes, that's me.
Well, sooner or later, she's gonna realize that she's the one that has to jump.
Oh yeah, that's my bad.
I can't.
bad.
I can't walk through her.
Yes, you could. Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right. Ready? Set. Is it the silver one or the black one?
Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back.
I just like it that, yeah.
So for the first time ever, I think you were smiling when we froze.
I was. And we were joking that how you probably all had that aunt or uncle or somebody that's like, you make that face, it's going to freeze that way. There it was. No, I didn't this time. For once.
So, this is a good one. I like this one.
Please.
It's one of those games that I guess a lot of games use this kind of mechanism where you have to kind of decide when to switch gears from building your engine to making victory points.
Where did that noise come from?
She found a toy. We hid all our toys and she found another one.
We hide all the squeaky toys now when we film because... And a duck dies on the table.
So you have to switch gears from, like I was saying, making money to buy the better cards to ones that give you victory points.
Yeah.
If you go victory points too early, your engine stalls out.
Oh yeah, and you lose probably.
Yes.
Probably.
All right.
So yeah, it's super fun, and we play it a lot, like over and over.
All right, my number 7. Let's see what it is. It's gonna be exciting. Core World.
Ooh. Isn't this like crazy out of print?
No, it's in print and super cheap. So if you want Core Worlds, go out and get it right now. Because Core Worlds is only $29.43 on Amazon right now, or at least yesterday, day before.
No way.
$29.43 Core Worlds. All you need is the base game. The base game's plenty.
Yes.
Plenty enough game.
Yes.
You don't need the expansions or anything.
I mean, they're cool. They're cool, and if you enjoy this game, get them. But it's not necessary for enjoyment.
Yeah, that's a great price. $30 on Amazon.
Man, okay, next time we make this list, first of all, I would kill you because it's going to take me 12 years to do it because I'm going to go through every single one of our games. I just assumed they were out of print and didn't even look for a lot of them.
No, I think this is back in print because
so
they're about to release the Core World's big game, whatever it's called, the board game. And with that comes a mini expansion that makes Core World soloable, I think, something like that.
What?
So they reprinted the Core Worlds game. Yeah, Core Worlds is a deck building game. It's a space themed deck building game where you're basically getting cards that are like troops, different. You have air troops and ground troops, and you go out and you conquer planets.
Right.
Those give you points and potentially special powers. Eventually, you build up your troops and your deck and organize your deck to go fight the Core Worlds, which is like the crazy victory points at the end of the game.
So good.
It's really, really good. It's it's probably my favorite true deck builder. I mean, I like Great Western Trail better, but it's not really a true deck builder in the true sense of the word and terms, because you're not really using that deck. I guess it's kind of.
Is it better than Star Realms?
Yes. 1,000 times
yes.
better.
No, let's not get crazy. But yes, to me, they're kind of really two different games, because Core Worlds feels like a big box game to me.
It's a big epic game.
And Star Realms is meant to be just a little throwdown game real quick.
Skirmish.
Basically, skirmish is a great way to describe it. So I feel like they're kind of apples and oranges.
And you're not really fighting each other in Core Worlds.
There's no engine builder with Star Realms, and there is with Core Worlds.
Yeah.
So depends on what you're looking for in the game, if that makes sense, Gardner. But yes. Ooh, Tommy backed this, by the way, the Kickstarter.
Core Worlds feels like Star Realms feels like almost like a Magic the Gathering type situation, because you're fighting each other, you're trying to do damage to each other, and you have your cards protect you from damage and things like that. Yeah. Whereas Core Worlds is, I'm doing my thing and she's kind of doing her thing.
Yeah, it's very much
very different.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
So we're on to 6.
Yes.
Number 6.
Finger on the right button this time. Make sure I get the right button.
You're funny.
Normally I just go along the button trail.
Yes.
It's the little trail of buttons.
Hopping on the button.
But when you trick up the order, I have to skip mine.
All right, so that's just funny. All right, my number 6 I know you're going to love, because we played it again recently and we were both like, oh my gosh, I love this game. Let's play it again. Empires of the Void 2.
Yeah, this was on my short list.
This is always that game that I always forget is Ryan Lockett. And so when we're discussing Ryan Lockett games, I'm like, oh, sure, I like blah, 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 blah. No, this is my favorite Ryan Lockett game. Hands down. Too. I always forget about it. It's like under my radar for some reason. And it is amazing. And he should do more space art. I love his space art. I love his art anyway. But this one is only $53.52, people. Woo-woo. So whatever shenanigans money I lost in artifacts was made up with the beautiful...
I got the same price.
Yeah, see? Worth it. Worth it.
Yeah, that's a good
Empires
one.
of the Void.
That's a great price for what you get in the box.
Oh my gosh, yes. There's so much. I mean, replayability is crazy high. You've got different planets that could go on the board. There's different things that happen, depending on the number of players. There's all these different factions, and it's just, oh wow, everybody's got different abilities. Really good, epic game. Oof, oof. Good times.
Yeah, this made my short list. I really wanted to fit it in for the $54.
Yep.
But I just couldn't do it.
Oh man.
Couldn't happen. Because for my number 6, I got a better game.
What? Not possible.
Yeah, maybe. Deception, Murder in Hong Kong.
Ooh, that's really...
$31.46 on Amazon.
That's the same price I had for Deception.
You didn't put it on your list?
We'll discuss.
Your students are going to cry.
They might.
This is your go-to
You know what,
game.
though? I don't think it disappeared with my board game collection, because it's currently at school, so it's
That's
safe.
true. It's hardly at the house. It's usually at her game, at our nerd club.
At my nerd club.
So yeah, Deception, it's probably one of our go-to large player count games. It's probably in our top 10, maybe even top 5 combined top 100 list.
Amazing.
One of my most played games. Definitely her most played game
by far.
It's just I end up playing it at conventions. It's super easy to teach. It's got drop in, drop out ability. In terms of games, you play one game and then a couple people leave. A couple more people jump in, play another round. People take turns being the investigator, the person that gives the clues. The forensic scientist, the one that gives the clues. Just a great convention game, a great party game. Great.
Well, then it's great because even like my Wallflower students, because you don't have to talk during this game, you don't have to really do a whole lot. They're usually willing to at least try it. And I've had just about everybody love this game. Pretty much everybody likes it at the very least and enjoys playing it, because it's not like Spyfall. Spyfall's so in your face about it. Now, of course, if you have a lot of aggressive players, you can have some heated conversations. But if you just, up front set some boundary guidelines like you would in a normal class thing and be like, okay, we have some players. Let's just all agree that we're not going to be super aggressive about this. And it's fine. I mean, you have to set boundaries with classrooms anyway, typically. But I mean, with a game group, you want to make sure probably that everybody's cool with that sort of thing, because the arguments, you can always be arguing about stuff or whatever, and the discussions are fantastic. You get so much science and forensic science discussions in this game. I love it. It's too funny because everyone's like, is that considered a poison? No, I think it's blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, I mean, getting like hyper scientific. You can tell who's taking their science courses.
That's not a poison. That's a venom. It's different.
Then that conference. Then you go down that rabbit hole, and then this forensic scientist is like, yeah, it's great.
That's funny.
Good times.
All right. That's it, right? We're on to fives.
Yes, indeed.
It's messing with me.
Number 5.
Number 5.
I love how they say that.
I know, that's funny. All right. It's my turn first.
I know I got the button. I got the button. I've learned my lesson. I'm putting my finger on the right button each time.
This is another game that I know we love, and we would play it multiple times if we have the time, and we like playing it with other people, and that is Search for Planet X. This is our good thinky deduction game. This was my deduction game that I chose. Again, another space-themed game. This one is like a crazy logic puzzle / science thing, okay? You're pretending you're in, you're an astro's brain. Okay, you're a scientist.
Astro, you're the dog from the Jetsons.
You're Astro, the dog from the Jetsons. It's the end of the day, you know. Yeah, okay. So, planetary science. You're a planetary scientist, and you're searching for Planet X. But there are certain things that you know and don't know, and you're searching the skies with your telescope, and you learn some clues and things that help lead you toward where Planet X actually is. So much fun. And of course, you're racing other people to try to find it so you can get the credit, of course. And yeah, we have a lot of fun with this one. A lot of fun. I like playing it.
How much does it cost?
$37.63. Not too shabby.
It's
not bad, and it's just fun to play. It's fun to play 2 players. It's fun to play more players. Can you play it solo?
I think so. Yes.
There you go.
I think so. I don't know.
If not, sure, go for it.
I don't play solo games. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Then it's all around benefits for everybody, right? That's pretty cool.
All right,
do it.
My number 5 is Crown of Imara.
Ooh.
Had to have some midweight Euro games.
That's a fantastic pick.
This one was really hard to find at first, but now it's not that hard to find because it is on Amazon for $41.03.
So it's still in print.
Yes, $41.03 in Amazon.
I figured it would be out of print, so I didn't look.
One moment, I gotta let the puppy out.
Again? That crazy dog.
So Crown of Imara it just fits that sweet spot 90-minute Euro.
Oh gosh,
it's got a lot of replayability because the little assistant cards or whatever they're called are different every time you play.
Oh, so much fun.
The board setup can be swapped around. Yep. We haven't tried the tricky mixing the resource boards with the city boards. What? Some people said that that's a variant that some people play. Normally you have one rondel going on over here where you're collecting resources, then another rondel over here where you spend resources. But the board's modular, so you can put it in any order. So you could conceivably swap out and make city boards.
That sounds like so much fun.
Resource boards on the same spot to make it take the complexity to the next level. Because you kind of think, okay, I need resources, so I'm going to do the resource thing, or I'm going to do this.
Oh,
there it's like, well, if I can move 2, I can do this, and it really mixes up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Do. It may make the game run a little longer because you got kind of more diverse choices, but. Kind of more great midweight Euro. Collect resources, spend resources, get victory points game. But it has a tricked up scoring system. You have 2 score tracks. You have your victory point track, and you have your quote housing track. And you can get they're basically 2 different types of victory points. But you only take your highest, whichever one's the lowest is your score. So if you just concentrate on victory points, but you don't do much housing, you have a low score. And you kind of want to keep them together, or either that or towards the end of the game, catch up to your one that's higher. So great little Euro game if you like midweight Euros. If you like games like Lorenzo and Great Western Trail, that kind of mid-range Euro games, it's really, really solid.
Yeah, super good game.
All right, we're on to 4.
Already? No. Yes.
Yeah, we're on to 4. Don't confuse me. I'm confused enough.
Number 4.
Number 4.
My number 4 has been mentioned before, but I did a better job.
Oh, you got expansions. Yeah.
So I got Wingspan for $58.56, and I got the European expansion with it for $38.82.
You could have got even more if you went out to Game Nerds and got it for $41.97.
Well, isn't that special? But guess what? You didn't get any expansions.
I don't need an expansion.
I do. And I got some. There you go. Okay, though, jokes aside, I also made some strategic decisions on which expansions for things I got because I wanted to get closest to $500 without going over. And the European expansion was like the magic number for me, so it was perfect.
But I like the Oceania.
Oh, the Oceania stuff? Yeah, I do too. But the price for that one, Oceania, when I found it...
It's harder to find, right?
Actually, it was a little bit cheaper on Amazon. It was $34.96. So I picked the more expensive one for money reasons because I was just a few bucks off.
No, Oceania.
Oceania is where it's at, but we're biased. So...
It's Wingspan. Is that a first crossover?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
But this is our go-to family game.
It's a family game. It's one that you can teach to people. It's a little on the heavy side for people to learn as a first game, but it's fantastic and people love getting into the art and everything else. And it's just a good one. You can teach that. And you can teach this game pretty well to people. Just teach them how to read and react to the cards. Super good game. I'm not going to add more because we already belabored the point.
So my number 4 has been in like our combined top 100 since we started doing combined top 100s pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, in the top 10 is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
So it is probably one of our biggest crossovers. You know which one I'm talking about? Eurogame.
Oh, Eurogame? Viticulture?
No.
No?
Orleans.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, the other Eurogame that we play.
Orleans. It's one of the most expensive ones on my list.
Is it in print?
Yeah, $54.99 on Amazon. It's from a game store. I think they're selling on Amazon, but they get Amazon shipping it for them, so you can get the Prime shipping, no shipping costs. $54.99. So for cheaper than Artifacts Inc., I can get friggin' Orleans, which is a much better game, in my opinion.
How dare you, sir?
You agree with that? It's higher up on your list.
Maybe.
So this is one of our go-to favorite Euro games. We have one expansion for it. We have the Trade and Intrigue expansion, but we only play the Trade. So I'm like, I'm not going to spend the money to get Trade and Intrigue if we only use part of it.
We played the base game for literally years before we got that. So we're good.
That's a beautiful. So good. I love like you said, I love the base game. It's fine with the base game. The expansions are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you like. There's a cooperative version, so if that's your thing. There's a cooperative version. There's the Intrigue. If you like a little bit of attack in your Euro games, you can have the Intrigue expansion. But only one we really play with is the Trade expansion.
Yep.
So.
Oh man, good pick. See, that's the thing. You're better at knowing which games are in print or not than me, because I'm like, this one's been out a while. I'm assuming it's not in print. Guess what? It's in print apparently.
Kind of.
Whoops. Okay, well.
You're able to find it, if nothing else.
Yeah. So.
Number 3.
Ho hum.
Ho hum.
I was just saying that about the last thing. No, my number 3 is awesome, and I think you're going to agree. This is my heaviest game on the list. And for $60.36, I get a lovely copy of Trajan.
Trajan? You can get
Trajan.
I think you can get it cheaper. Is that, what is it,
Man,
3?
Listen, Bargain Hunter. I called you Bargain Hunter.
I think that you can get it cheaper. I think Madness might have it cheaper than that.
I went for Amazon.com, free shipping, because I was tired of hunting around for this shenanigans.
Was the white cover or the dark cover?
It was a dark cover.
They had the old cover on there?
Yep.
I don't believe it.
That's what they had posted, so man, that's on you. So yeah, $60.36, dark cover, super heavy Feld game, super awesome Feld game, still pretty much my favorite Feld. And yeah, it's another one of those. This is the Feld pointy salad extravaganza where you're like doing all these like mini games together in the one big game to get your point salad the highest, to get more of a point salad, to have the larger salad. How would you say that compared to your other players?
Now I'm hungry.
I know, right? Get the Caesar dressing. Okay, anyway. So, point salad. Greatness.
It's a good one.
Heavy Euro.
It's always been your favorite.
One that we like to play. Yeah. Love it.
It was like near top 1 or 2 or 3 one year.
Probably the first year we played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly as cool as whatever my number 3 is. Dinosaur Island.
That's still in print.
Dinosaur Island is available for $41.97, which is a bargain price on Amazon.
That is fantastic.
$41.97 Dinosaur Island. This is slowly creeping up our list of our favorite games.
So good.
Every time we play it, we're like, wow, this is really good.
It's so much fun.
Last time we played with like everything, every expansion, every promo, the whole kitchen sink, and we loved it all.
We were feeding goats to the T-Rex. We
loved it all. It was really good. I mean, it is when you play with everything. It's a lot to set up, but wow, that game
so good.
I mean, it's kind of started like in our 30s and creeping up to the 20s and creeping up to the 20s.
I know.
It's slow. Every time we play it, it moves up the list. It's
good.
It's just so good. It is really good. If you like
Hooligans,
another midweight Euro game, super thematic, really good game. I'm excited for Dinosaur World when it finally comes out. I mean, every Kickstarter's delayed and all sorts of craziness going on.
But whatever, when it does come out, we shall party.
Dinosaur World. I'm looking forward to that. You have to drive a little Jeep through your park. It sounds so cool.
Okay, and if you haven't read Jurassic Park and you're a book person, shame on you, first of all. Second of all,
I haven't read
Michael Crichton's one of my favorite authors. You need to read Jurassic Park.
I'm not a real big sci-fi
It's so
person.
good. Oh my gosh. So good.
Not a big sci-fi
man.
reader. I love sci-fi movies, but sci-fi books are
so good. It's like reading the movie, but it's better than the movie by 10 billion. So it's so good.
But does it have
Jeeps? Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson?
You can pretend. Actually, you'll hear some of their voices. I hear Malcolm is, of course, our boy. There's certain characters, yes, that you will hear their voices in there. But yes, oh man.
Yeah, I was really shocked to see it for $42. That's a steal for Dinosaur Island.
Yeah. Oh, so good. That makes me happy to hear.
Number 2.
I love that she's giggling in that. So
she's laughing about a previous number because
is that what it was?
They did them all in a series. She made a funny voice on her.
Okay,
so she laughed during her.
That's awesome. Okay, so my number 2 is another crossover, except I improved upon it again with an expansion. So I found Res Arcana for $39.99.
Not as good as Game
And then I found Lux et Tenebrae.
I didn't get it. I didn't know what that meant.
Light and dark? Dude. 1965. Mwah! The game that we love and the cool expansions. Replay all the time. This is one of my favorite games. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be on your list.
Res Arcana.
You got the expansion too?
Res Arcana winner. Got another expansion.
The non-expansion person's buying expansion.
There's a few games that, man, the expansions are just so good. This was a fun one, and I thought that would benefit.
It just adds more replayability. More.
And if we're going to be getting some stuff we're going to play a lot, this is one of those games, we love it 2-player. I would love to play it with however many players. I don't care. I love this game. Same thing with Trajan and Wingspan. I feel like they all play really well. They balance well, no matter what the player count. There you go. End of story.
Yep.
Awesome.
I can't say much.
So beautiful.
Let's do it. My number 2. I bet it's pretty cool because it's my number 2.
My
number 2 is Viticulture and Tuscany Essential with metal coins. Because I did my total, I had enough money to buy metal coins, so I threw in the metal coins. so I got the. I had to go to many places to find all this stuff. So I got the base game, Viticulture Essential, on Amazon for $41.97. There's a lot of games that are $41.97. That's really weird. $41.97, but I am a Stonemaier champion, so I get a discount on my purchases at Stonemaier's website. So I got Tuscany Essential for only $30, discounted down to $22.50 with my champion discount. And the coins are $30 too, discounted down to $22.50 for my champion discount. Shipping was $7.50. I actually went through the cart process. $7.50 for shipping. So there you go.
Oh, no, I didn't realize when you log into the website, they're like, hello, Triple Plus Platinum member Mr. Thomason. Glad to see you again, sir. Would you like free random whatever?
I think it's a good deal. The champion, no matter champion, you get 25% off. It's going down to 20% next year, but 25% off. Used to be free shipping. They switched it to 25% off everything. So I was able to get, I don't know what that total adds up to. The coins and Tuscany and shipping was $52.50. And the base game was $41.97. So I don't know what that totals up to. What, 90?
That was just viticulture? It wasn't...
Viticulture Essential, and metal coins.
So viticulture and viticulture essential?
No, viticulture essential, Tuscany Essential, and metal coins. My bad.
Crud.
Viticulture Essential,
Tuscany
Essential, and metal coins. It's right there on the little screen.
Yeah, okay.
See right there? Viticulture / Tuscany Essential with metal coins. And see, I can use those metal coins in other games.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently all my poker chips disappeared. So I
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're
Is that part of my game? Are my poker chips part of my game collection?
Yes, because you bought those specifically to play board games with. Those were not poker chips to you. Those are money.
Okay.
Those are those special, what are those called? Claymores?
Iron claymores. Iron clays. So yeah, it's a good thing I got some metal coins because I can use those metal coins in these other games.
Oh my gosh.
Viticulture Essential, Tuscany Essential, and metal coins.
And now, oh, great.
What great was that, man?
Oh, just go to number one.
Number one!
Number one.
Why you're making a
I know
face.
you know why. Because you're like, you saw me typing this in the computer and
I
you're
did
like,
see you.
why did you
gave
do this?
I gave you crap.
Why'd you do this?
Because Rebecca's
Just put it
number
on the
one.
board. Just put it on the
Your
board.
Rebecca's number one is the same as my number two. Almost.
I just got the viticulture essentials because I just peeked at Amazon and didn't have Super Triple Plus Platinum. Hello, Mr. Thomason. Let me lay out the red carpet for you, sir.
So you're going to be playing this with someone else. Because you don't have the...
Oh, you're not sharing your... Now, I buy these board games for everyone except my viticulture.
You don't have your...
In which case, you may go with your peasant game.
These lists are independent of each other.
I see how this...
We didn't work together on our list.
Clearly.
These are independent lists.
Because they would have been like, hey, hun, I already got that covered for you. Oh, no.
No, you spent... This is as if I spent our $500 budget or you spent our $500 budget.
Oh, yeah. Clearly, we did not work together on said budget.
And you did not get the Tuscany board, so you're going to be playing alone.
Such garbage.
But in her defense, we played viticulture without the Tuscany.
Oh, for like 2 years.
For 2 years before we got the Tuscany expansion. But I
loved it. And we actually argued about whether or not we should get the expansion.
And then we got the Tuscany expansion and we never played without the board. So
we're like, we're not looking back, except for we lost our board game collection and now we have to look back.
But I will give her this whole viticulture essential, Tuscany essential.
Oh, this makes me angry.
Regular viticulture, regular Tuscany. Wishy-washy, what's in what.
What was that? What was that shenanigan? That was a mess. That wasn't a shenanigan. That was a mess. Why not just viticulture, Tuscany? Boom.
That's what they have now.
It was not essential because you got rid of essential things.
Whoa.
That's right. Was it Friends? What they do in Friends? Yeah, something like that. Makes me angry just thinking essentials.
So her subpar list.
Oh, just my number one, sir. My list is superior. It's
you have a better wingspan. So I got a story about my number one.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
So this new troll, who's not here tonight, is the one that suggested this list a while back, and I knew we were going to do it eventually.
Yep.
And I went down to Common Ground Games, and one of the games I thought was out of print was sitting on a shelf. It was like, what
is this nonsense?
An out of print game sitting on the shelf. And I'm like, bingo. So I looked at the price. I made a little note of the price. I'm like, this is going on my list. So the out of print game is available, or at least was. 2 copies are available for $99.99. War of the Rings, second edition.
That is so not fair.
$99.99 with tax.
Common
Dallas County tax is 8.25%. So the final total is $108.24. War of the Ring, second edition.
You have to pay for gas now, you tricky little.
Oh, I guess
punk.
I got $3 left over for gas, so I'll swing by Game Nerds and on down to Common Ground to pick up the games. So if you were looking for War of the Ring and you're in the Dallas area, Common Ground Game has 2 copies of War of the Ring, which is out of print right now.
They're all like, I'll watch the rest of the video later.
It comes in and out of print, but right now it's hard to find. In fact, I think I saw it on eBay selling for $175.
Wow. On
Amazon, it was $150+. So,
well played.
There you go. So my final total, I don't know what your final total was.
My final total was $498.13.
Mine was $496.34. So I was $473.84 before I threw in the viticulture course.
Oh, I was $434.66. My first list, I was way under, and I'm like, I gotta do some juggling.
Over. I was way over.
Yeah, you were crazy.
So here's some games that got mixed around and fell off the list. I wanted the Lacerda game. They're way too expensive.
Yep.
The one I wanted was on Mars. It was $119.99.
I peeked at them and I was like,
too much.
Nope.
I had Pitt for a while because I needed a budget game to move to.
Yes.
So Pitt's $13.59
nice.
on Amazon, but I dropped it off because that was kind of a cop out. Telestrations, which I'm surprised wasn't on your list, is $28.99 on Amazon for the 8-player version, not the 12-player version.
Oh. And
then I was going to try to put a Feld on. It dropped off my list. It was Bonfire, $44.99 at Cool Stuff. Mm-hmm. I get a 5% discount, which almost offsets the shipping costs.
Yep.
Because I got triple platinum, is that you call it? And then Empire of the Void, which she was on her list, just missed my list. $53.52.
So I did some juggling with mine to try to get it the closest to without going over. So some of the games
I didn't know it was a challenge.
Oh, you made it. I'm bang for your buck, right?
So my gas money was exactly $3.66.
Wise. Okay. Anyway, so you pushed your car down all the hills and okay. So some of the games that I was juggling around was Deception. Murder in Hong Kong.
I'm surprised I didn't make your list.
Targi with the expansion.
That one I looked at.
I actually looked at that with the expansion because the expansion was only $19.04, and I really like that new expansion. So that was one of the things. I probably could have fit it in. Parks was another one. It was a nice, even $45.
I consider that.
Yeah.
That's too expensive. It's out of print. It's normally like a $25 game.
Yeah, I know. So like I said, I juggled around. Castles of Tuscany, Keyforge, Draftosaurus. Saboteur was one of my little tiny filler games because it was $9.99. Yeah. It's even cheaper than Pit, and I love Saboteur. But then you told me about the whole there's only 10 games, and I'm like, well, I'm not putting on these little tiny games then because
that's why I dropped off. I'm like,
The Crew, that was another one.
Yeah, that Crew was another filler.
I looked at Fleet Captains.
Crazy expensive.
Yep, and that's when I started giving up on stuff. Let's see, there were some others that I was looking at. I kind of went down a rabbit hole with Keyforge in particular because they have like the Archon and all the different things and starter sets and packs and all that stuff. You could go crazy and buy a whole bunch of packs because they're anywhere from $6.99 to $9.99 for those individual packs. Right. And I was like, that's not too bad. So there was that, and oh gosh, but that was the thing. I just started getting a bunch of stuff that I kept picking that I was like, really cool. Oh, it's out of print. It's out of print. It's out of print. Oh, Azul was one of the other ones. Several of the Azuls, I was looking at those. But again, just the numbers worked out better with the games that I ended up picking. There's so many good games.
Yeah, people have some great lists. So
you guys did too.
Again, if you're watching after the fact, turn on the chat and follow along because several people had their own top 10s, which really there's a lot of great games.
Some really fun games. Yep. And people have prices in there, so if you're shopping around.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Game Nerds tended to have of the online stores other than Amazon had the cheapest prices.
Well, that was something I was going to say. Like I normally for like board games, obviously because this was more of a thought experiment than anything, I would be more inclined to go to Game Nerds and Cool Stuff and those things to buy my games than I would just, as a reaction, just go to Amazon. Right. I'd rather support the actual board game companies.
Right. And Game Nerds is kind of local.
Well, that's true for us. It is kind of local.
like
pretty cool.
15 miles away, 20 miles away.
That's closer than school for me. 2 game nerds.
All right.
But yeah.
That is it, folks. That is our top 10
fun.
games.
Good stuff.
First to replace on a budget. Something like that. I don't know what I called it. Called it something like that.
Yep.
That's it. So next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight, is our Shenanigans Variety Show. We didn't play a lot of games, but we played a biggie a couple of times. If you want to hear our thoughts on Onk, check out our next video.
Yeah, we need to have some chit-chatting about Onk, guys.
Yeah, we only played it 2 players, so we didn't do the merge craziness.
I can't wait to try that. We have some discussion to have about that.
So anyway, so next time, our variety show where we do a variety of things. We'll talk about games we played and all sorts of things and stuff.
This was fun.
It was fun.
You guys are fun.
This was actually
I loved your commentary.
It was actually, this was like a good mental exercise to think about.
Yes, fine. I'll agree to that.
Because it's like, because you can't just say, I just want my 10 favorite games or I want this.
No, and then you guys forcing me to make a 10 out of it because I was like, I was like all excited. That's when I started bargain hunting because I was like, oh, I can replay this game. And I think somebody in there, I saw you guys mentioning that the smaller games sometimes are easier to replace or midweight, those kinds of lighter games typically because you're going to get to replay them more and you're going to get more bang for your buck. So I was like, ooh, I can go crazy. And then you're like, no, 10 only.
All right, we're out of here, folks.
It was fun. It was fun, guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see you in a week. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.